Oh, definitely not. No, Central Asia.
How long have you been out here?
About 5 years.
How on earth did you get from there to here?
How what?
I mean, is it work that brought you out?
No, I'm living here. Yeah, I'm permanent here. I like here.
It's nice. So this is the i3, and very simple start-stop button. The drive selector. If you want to go forward, you just push it forward. If you want to go back, you push it back. It's got a kind of a high diff reverse camera. It also has parking sensors. You know, these new cars, because of aerodynamics, you can't see the front of the car anymore. So you need the parking sensors.
So right now it's showing us that stop sign.
It sees the stop sign up there. So it's pretty sensitive.
Yeah.
This is basically the new standard for the iDrive system for BMW. So you would see this system in this car as well as the new X5. Right. The current 5 Series sedan has the last generation, so when they revamp that, it'll have this system on it. Some of the things that they've improved on this, if I want to, for instance, enter a new destination, you didn't used to be able to do this. I can enter an address, and if I want to put in a house number, I can either use the voice activation to put in the numbers, right? Or I can scroll to that number and select it. Or the new feature that's on here now, you can actually draw the numbers. And it's a pretty smart system. It can detect several different styles of 4s, and then it verifies.
What about Russian 7?
Try that.
7.
There you go.
Yeah, it works, huh?
There you go. And it works with same. So if I'm satisfied with the number selection for our street system, you could go in here, and it also does letters.
A.
So that's how you. And then as you get a few of them in, you could then select your, you can select your street if you get close.
Wow.
So that's their nav system, which is pretty cool. All the other settings in the vehicle are all accessed through the iDrive. In Eco mode, we actually have 3 different settings in this vehicle. And in the Eco Pro, it sets the speed limit at 75. It also limits how hard the air conditioning will work. So it's trying to improve your mileage, right? So if it's, 25 degrees outside and snowing and you want to use your heater on high, you can't be an Eco Pro.
Right.
Right, you have to go back to the standard comfort setting. If it'll let me do it, yeah. So now we're back to comfort. So now I could turn this to high, and if I put this on the Hotto, the fans and everything are going to start cranking up, hear it? But in Eco Pro, it wouldn't have let me do that.
All right.
So, I'll put this back to there, and get back to the main menu. So this screen has everything to do with the settings in the iDrive. This screen is just the basic speedometer, time, mileage, and the big blue one here, the important one is the range. Because an electric car, you got to keep track of how much range you have left.
Right.
If I'm ready to go, I'm going to put it in drive, and we're just going to ease away. And what you're going to notice is it's an electric car, so it's quiet.
Oh yeah.
So this car was designed just to be driven in the city. I mean, it's an urban vehicle.
Right.
So they engineer it mechanically to do some things in the city that you wouldn't care about in the country. So, for instance, the turning radius on this thing.
That's I've seen from there how you did that. It's really.
The turning radius on this, you look at what we're doing here, I have to get the exact measurement. They haven't given us any brochures because the car's not out yet.
Okay.
But it's the tightest I've ever driven on any street car.
Yeah.
0 to 60 is a little over 7 seconds, so it's quick enough to run around town. Top speed is in the mid-90s, so it'll do freeway speeds around here.
Wow.
Again, for the city, there's it can have that self-park feature, the automatic park feature. It takes at least one car sitting there so it can see its parking spot, so I can't demonstrate it. What I can show you is because of the tight turning radius and the high definition screen, I can come into a parking spot like this. I can see exactly where I'm going. I can come into it at almost a 90-degree angle. And because of the turning radius,
showing up,
I can still get in the parking spot.
Wow.
and get squared up, which you can't do with an average car,
Yeah.
right? And then I can get back out without hitting the cars in front and behind me. These start at about 42,000 US. If you buy every bell and whistle on them, I think the top
60.
money is about 52 here, I think.
10,000 more.
Yeah. And that includes the gasoline engine, the range extender. So if you buy that option, it comes with a little tiny, basically a motorcycle engine in the
Right,
back
right.
that's just hooked up to a generator. And it, in effect, doubles the mileage capabilities on this car.
Yeah, with like almost 200 miles.
Yeah, which is more than enough for the average driver. And then BMW's also got a program that they're installing at the dealers where if you have 1 week where you want to drive to California and this isn't a practical car,
Yeah.
you can go to the dealer, leave it, and then they will give you at a heavily discounted rate, they'll give you one of their loaner cars. You have to pay for it, but they make it affordable. And then you could use that car for that week and then come back and pick up this to start your commuting with again.
That's nice. Pretty good option.
All sustainable products in here, recyclable, reusable. The seats, although they're not power and it's for weight savings, they have height adjustment, tilt obviously, huge. I mean, if I put this thing back all the way, I can barely touch the pedals.
Yeah, lots of space. Yep.
Right, so they're really designed for hauling all kinds of size adults. Obviously, if this is back a little bit, it gets tight back there. Tilt wheel, tilt and telescopic. So that's where that piece went. So the steering wheel has a lot of play in it for a lot of different sizes. So it's quite a car.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a lot of fun with them. And they're definitely not for everybody, but I think they're
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
sell everyone they can make.
All right, sir.